Hello, it's Travis again. We are just finishing up week 6 of the 2022 legislative session, which means we've got 3 more weeks to go. So things are working their way through the process. The House just heard their big Surfside bill. They had filed a late amendment last night, came out about midnight, and then heard that bill earlier today. And it was in its last committee, and so now it'll be ready to go to the House floor. Senate has one more committee to hear their bill. They've just put out another large amendment to get that thing all in the right place. They're vastly different, the bills, as far as the House and the Senate. That bill in the Senate will probably be heard in that last committee next Wednesday. We were still trying to find that balance. The Senate bill, I think, at this point probably provides less of a shock to the system regarding the ability to still for associations to kind of manage some of their own affairs, but do so in an appropriate manner. Without getting too far into the weeds, there is going to be the inspections. Both have a inspections component. House calls it a recertification, the Senate a milestone inspection at 30 years, and then 20 years in the Senate if you're closer to the coast, 25 in the House. And then following that up with some periodic re-inspections at 10 years. Reserve study is still very much on the table, how that will shake out. And then the waiver of reserves and whether or not you could, raising the threshold, I think is definitely going to happen from the current waiving it from just a majority of a quorum to a majority of the unit owners. Both also have the notice provisions to not only unit owners, but building officials, prospective buyers, et cetera. So those bills, I think, will have a much better sense of where this thing ultimately is going to land next week. But as we've said all along, this will come down to that final week of session. So stay tuned. Making great progress on the construction defect bill, I think. We've had some very productive meetings in the House with various members of leadership. I feel that we're going to be able to get that in the right place, so it's not as detrimental at all to associations, but certainly not nearly as detrimental as the bill that now that came out of the Senate. And I think the House will make some changes that will be helpful. Send it back over to the Senate and let the negotiations continue. Stay in tuned. Thanks again for all your help. Thanks again for all your involvement. Again, just 3 weeks to go starting next week. So we'll see you next week. Thank you again.